Here's the rough drawing I've done on a puppet. I got the head there, a pair of legs, some arms, some ears, and a pair of eyes. So I've done it with a pencil. It's easy to erase if I have problems. And then I'm pointing out there the little dots and the circles at the end of each of those pieces that will attach underneath of that head or the body of my character. Now I've created those pieces so that at the end of them there are those circles, and the dots are places where those little pieces, the arms and legs, will rotate. Now I'm starting to clean it up with a brush pen. It's a Pentel brush pen. It's got ink in it, so I'm being very careful not to smear it with my hand as I'm going over it. And it gives me a nice thick and thin line, and it makes it a bit easier to cut out later when I'm putting all the pieces together. So a big thick line will make your life a bit easier, and your project will look cooler too with a thick graphic line on it. If you make a mistake, you can use whiteout, but whiteout makes it hard to use markers with. You can paint over whiteout if you got gouache or latex paint, but that's not my choice. I like using markers on paper. And the paper I've chosen is a pretty thick paper, so it'll last a while. Sometimes when you're filming these little puppets, it takes a long time and lots of wheeling around to get the effect that you want, to get the animation you want, so they have to be able to stand up with a bit of abuse. See, I'm thickening up the line there where I know I'm going to be cutting it. And I'm turning it around so I don't have to put my hand over any wet ink. Sometimes when you're done a drawing, it's always a good idea to turn it upside down, or to put a light underneath of it to see it backwards, or for that matter, you can put it in front of a mirror. And sometimes seeing it from a different perspective will show you some design aspects that you didn't see before, like some mistakes. So always a good idea to look at your drawing upside down or in a mirror, so it'll show you things that you can clean up and fix before you go to ink. The arms and the legs and the ears, I have figured out will go underneath that body, but the eyes will go on top. The eyes don't need to rotate, so those are the elements of this design that I would call replacement pieces. So the eyes I'll trace off later and make different sets of eyes that I can just take off and stick back with some double-sided tape on the backside. And I've got little marks on the head of the body where those eyes should go, so they don't jump around when I take them off and put them back on. Yeah, just drawing in the pupils of the eyes, filling them in black and blue, a little bit of a highlight white mark on it. This makes it look cool. And just about done.